General Cruz, are you familiar with this system?
Well, I'm not wearing my glasses at the moment, but...
Well, I'll help you out. This is an SA-3 anti-aircraft system.
Correct.
Are you familiar with this next system?
I am.
What is it?
I'm going to have to ask you...
It's an SA-6.
I'm going to guess that...
This is also an advanced anti-aircraft system, is it not?
It is...
That's what he was going to say. He was just going to say that. The SA-6, he was just going to say that.
It was used widely in the Balkans in the 90s, correct?
And the Houthis also have this system, don't they?
They certainly do.
And they've employed it against our aircraft, have they not?
They have attempted to, correct.
I spent my life in service to this country. I deployed 3 times to combat in service to this nation. I learned in that time in service that responsibility is core to leadership. You accept responsibility when things go wrong. You admit mistakes. You set the standard from the very top. It is completely outrageous to me that administration officials come before us today with impunity. No acceptance of responsibility. Excuse.
So, like, yeah, this impunity, this qualified immunity is made up. Qualified immunity that they made up for these police officers, they just did that like a couple of years ago. And you can be disqualified of your immunity. And this qualified immunity that Trump has really is just for Trump. It's not for his whole cabinet. And that's made up, and you can be disqualified of these things that are made up. And they just made it up this year in January. And you can be disqualified of it. But what these people need to keep in mind is that this is truly a privilege. The people who are sitting in the hot seat, Trump's cabinet, they really have to keep in mind that, like how Mr. Crow is saying from Denver, y'all guys got to keep in mind that, you know, you apparently get to get away with shit, and everyone up here doesn't have this immunity that you have. So they're not going to have it long.
After excuse after excuse, well, we send our men and women downrange to do incredibly difficult, incredibly dangerous things on our behalf. And yet, nobody is willing to come to us and say this was wrong. This was a breach of security and we won't do it again. It is outrageous and it is a leadership failure, and that's why Secretary Hegseth, who undoubtedly transmitted classified, sensitive operational